welcome for this press conference. The main aim of having this press conference is basically to clarify certain issues that have been raised across the electronic media, which basically is misinformation. So I have got a statement here which I'm going to go through. Now this press statement is on KUSCCOs partnership with the Youth Enterprise Development Fund. And I would like to state that KUSCCO is just an acronym of Kenya Union of Savings and Credit Cooperatives Limited, which is the national umbrella body of SACCOs with a membership of 3,200 out of 3,520 active SACCOs in this country. We have a network of 14 regional offices and branches across the Republic. The institution, which is KUSCCO, has an asset base of 5.3 billion and share capital of 671 million shillings. Our core mandate, which is enshrined in our bylaws, is to empower SACCOs through innovative and market-driven financial and technical services. Our partnership with the Youth Enterprise Development Fund. KUSCCO takes great exception to recent reports by NTV that some funds extended to it, but the Youth Enterprise Development Fund have not been accounted for. We wish to inform Kenyans and all our partners that no money, I repeat, no money, has been lost on our end. Contrary to these false reports, KUSCCO has executed its part of the loan agreement between it and the fund to the satisfaction of the lender. KUSCCO has fully accounted for the monies loaned to it as required under the loan agreement by reporting regularly on the loan performance and paying quarterly interest. This is as per demanded by our contract. The basic facts of KUSCCO Youth Enterprise Development Fund relationship are as follows. 1. The loan amount is 300 million and it is for a term of 3 years. Number 2, the loan amount was secured through an irrevocable bank guarantee of 300 million issued by our bankers. Number 3, as at May 2012, KUSCCO had received 150 million from the fund in tranches of 75 million in April 2011 and October 2011. The second tranche was given after the fund satisfied itself with KUSCCO's accounting for funds in the first tranche. Number 4, of the entire amount of 150 million, 92.8% has been disbursed to target groups. Of this, 130.7 million went to 13 qualified SACCOs, while 8.175 million went directly to youth entrepreneurs across the country. Number 5, by March 2012, when KUSCCO made its last report to the fund, KUSCCO was still appraising applications or applicants for the outstanding funds. Get it clearly. By March, we were still appraising certain applications which had not reached the disbursement stage. This involves conducting due diligence on the groups, their business concepts, and ability to repay the loan. To qualify for the loan, all groups must undergo this process. What we are saying here is the due diligence process must be undertaken, regardless of which youth group, regardless of which SACCO, for them to qualify for the loans. Number 6, the NTV report inaccurately indicated that this balance that was not yet loaned out was lost. But the correct position is that the appraisal process on applications is ongoing. Now, the board and management of KUSCCO would like to reassure the Kenyan public, all SACCOs and our partners of our adherence to the highest professional and ethical standards. It is due to our decades-old financial prudence that KUSCCO has grown into the multi-billion shillings enterprise it is today. That basically sums up what has taken place between us and the Youth Enterprise Development Fund. The nitty-gritty details about this loan are as per the loan contract that we have with the Youth Enterprise Development Fund. KUSCCO is an umbrella body of SACCOs, and as you are aware, SACCOs are financial intermediaries. Now, that is how we applied for this money, and I am sure they have praised us, and we qualify under the criteria of a financial intermediary. And maybe unknown to you, from 1989, we have had what is called the Central Finance Fund, and this fund is mandated to mobilize savings and advance loans to SACCOs. Now, on your second question of when loaning to SACCOs, what are we extending this loan at to the SACCOs? We extend it at 5%, and that is as per the loan agreement that we have with the youth fund. Besides that, the SACCOs extend to the youth members only at 8% final interest rate, and that is also agreed upon between us and the youth fund, and also these SACCOs are aware of this clearly. You are asking on how the repayment will come back to the youth fund. We have guaranteed this loan to the youth fund. So SACCOs collect on behalf of our union, okay? Because they are the loanees. We know the SACCOs. It is the SACCOs who knows the youth, and the youths are their members. So from the normal debt recovery process or loan recovery process, they will recover the money from the youths and then repay KUSCCO loan. And as a normal practice, when you borrow money from an institution, you repay back. That is the same process that we are following with this loan. That is a normal financial intermediary procedure. Normal. We're talking about from which media house? Nation. You are talking about the youths that we engage with, yeah, whether they belong to SACCOs only. I'm saying no. Those who are in SACCOs are the ones who access this money through the SACCOs, okay? But we have direct youths, like yourself. You can approach KUSCCO directly and you will get the loan.
I asked that because you say that it is a SACCO
in their membership.
So they will loan to the youths that are members.
Are their members, yes. Now, you asked about the multiple steps. I also agree with you, but as I've told you, even if they have several options, you can directly access this money through the bank. You can access this money through a SACCO, if you are a SACCO member. You can also access this money through KUSCCO as a youth. The rate of interest to the final consumer, who is the youth, is actually 8%, regardless of how you access it. Whether you access it directly from the youth fund, you access it through KUSCCO, you access it through the bank, the rate is the same, 8%.
Have they raised these issues themselves?
If we were to hold this press conference in that room, the SACCOs who access this money and the youths who are there will become mad at you right away. Because they are SACCOs that exist.
Hypothetical.
We can try that. we can just try that. Because we are not here, they are there. We can just try that. Yeah. We have quite a number of SACCOs, like I'll not mention,
Yes.
who wondered, what is this madness? We have the money. If these people want, let them write officially. Then we do what? We give our consent. They come. Yes. Now, there is no lengthy process there. What we are trying to do is to devolve this money down to the rural areas, urban areas where accessibility is possible. Look at the structure that we have as KUSCCO. We have structures which are devolved up to the sub-location level because of the membership in these SACCOs. And we wanted, our intention was to reach even the youths who are in SACCOs in the villages. Yeah, that was the intention. There was no any other intention. This money is not free money.
Yeah.
We have a guarantee on ourselves on this money. And it cannot, there is no free money anywhere, except in a situation where people are misled to believe in pyramid schemes. There is no free money anywhere. And there is no loaning process world over, which is not cumbersome. This money, we have to repay it back. And the cumbersome process they are talking about is not what they are talking about. As I've said, we have so far only got 150 million. how many SACCOs at an average, let's say minimum 10 million each, would take 150 million, and it will 150 million reach every corner of this country? It's not possible. There are several channels of this distribution. One of them is youth fund. They can access it directly from the youth fund. Those who do not know where youth fund offices are can access it through the bank, specific banks that are disbursing it, or KUSCCO, through the SACCOs that we have disbursed this money to. And not all SACCOs have accessed this money, and not all of them have applied for it. Otherwise, the information is available on the ground. Yes.
When are you going to do the next step on 50?
We are yet to we are yet to ask for the next tranche. Yes. You must follow a due process. You must give a return, and they'll send the monitoring and evaluation team to come, okay, and actually verify if this money has been disbursed. Is a rigorous process for both ends, for us and also for our final consumers who are the youth. And remember again, KUSCCO is not the only intermediary. We are over 37 of us, intermediaries, including SACCOs. KUSCCO is just the mother of all SACCOs.
Maybe we can take another 1 or 2 questions.
Led by people to think that their money is lost. It is guaranteed, and we are disbursing to the loans. We are also a very sensitive institution as relates to gender and also the youth. 70% of our workforce are youths. I have 2 managers here. Amongst the 6-7 managers I have, these are below 35 years of age. The regional managers that I have, only 2 are above 35 years. The other workforce, over 70% of our workforce are the youths. It's something known across the board. We also give a lot of internships to these youth. So we would be the last people, actually, to do wrong with their funds. We cannot afford that. We have disbursed the money. The balance which is still in our accounts, which will be disbursed after we have done the loan appraisals, will still be disbursed. That is the status. So I am neither happy nor sad, because the status quo remains the same. The fact is, the money has been disbursed. And those SACCOs that have even received the money are all present even here. Yes. Now, you need sometimes to go and see the kind of activities that these youths do outside there. Because most of you are urbanite youths. You do not understand what it means to ride on a motorbike called boda boda from morning to evening. Or one person who has borrowed this money employs 2 people who is putting under a prefectorial system and pushing them throughout the day. You need sometimes to, or somebody just selling grains. From one sack, you lend the money, they hire a store, and the sacks of grains increase. Sometimes you need to go and see this. Life is not what the Nairobi youth are seeing it today. Otherwise, thank you very much. Have a nice time.